Hi, welcome to RooSports. I'm Joey Ross. Today I'm here with my dad, Toby Ross, and guest speaker, Landon Ross. Today we're going to be recapping Week 8 of this college football season, and going forward into the Week 9. What a great little week of college football this was.
It certainly was, Joey, and as if the Michigan State wasn't enough to blow us away with the last play of the game, yet another upset in the making happen.
On the last play.
Georgia Tech and Florida State no longer an unbeaten team. So that kind of changes up the top 10. So let's go to the top 10, Joey.
Yeah.
And let's talk about how the top 10 has now shifted. Not only Florida State losing this past weekend, but Utah, as you predicted.
Yeah, I did.
Utah, you picked USC
to beat them in LA. But I didn't think it'd be that big of a deficit. I thought it'd be kind of close a lot, but no. USC they ran all over them.
This was not a close game at all. USC just took it to Utah. All right, so Joe, let's go over the top 10 real quick.
Yep.
All right, number 1, Ohio State remains at the number 1 spot.
I like this because they actually impressed me.
They did this week, yes.
They 49-7 against in a way. I picked Rutgers to win, but I was wrong. But Ohio State, they impressed me because it was not in their environment; it was away. They had, I think, that new quarterback system with J.T. Barrett helped them. That was a good call by Urban Meyer. I think they're good. They're good. I think they impressed me.
Absolutely, Joey. I like Ohio State after this past weekend. All right, number 2, Baylor.
Baylor's good, but they're in a hole right now because they lost Seth Russell out of a bone fracture in his neck. He could be out for a long time or possibly out.
They have a bye week coming up, so hopefully there's enough there that hopefully he can regain and get back into the field on that. All right, number 3, Clemson. Clemson.
In Miami, gave Miami the worst loss ever.
In school history.
Ever.
Wow.
58-0. Man.
Clemson, surely, they really impressed us this past weekend. All right, number 4, LSU.
LSU did good. They beat Western Kentucky. They had a little struggle there in the first half, but they ran away with it in the second half and
absolutely
won.
TCU rounds out the top 5. What do you think?
They
didn't even play this weekend.
They didn't play, yeah.
So, all right, they're still top 5 material.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 6, Michigan State.
Michigan State, they just keep surviving. That's the word for them, is survive. If you don't lose, then you're good. But if you're just keeping winning, no matter how it is, a win is a win. And no one's gonna care how close they are.
That's true, Joey. Alabama at number 7.
I don't think they should be number 7. What were they 8 last time? I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, but I think they should have stayed because that one wasn't good.
Very
impressive.
Yeah, they struggled.
It was against Tennessee. Tennessee lost to Arkansas, and Tennessee almost beats Alabama and loses by 5. And Alabama is at home, so there's no excuses for that. No.
Notre Dame at number 9.
You skipped Stanford.
Oh, I did skip Stanford. Number 8, Stanford.
They impressed me. They took care of some business against Washington at home.
Absolutely. Okay, now back to number 9, Notre Dame.
They've been winning. Got a tough matchup this week against Temple.
They do. And at number 10, Iowa.
Iowa's defense is scary.
All right, Joey.
They're good.
You picked this top 10 before the AP polls even came out. You had LSU and TCU reversed, but you figured this is how the top 10 would look. Hours before it was even released, so props to you. That was pretty impressive how you got those picked. All right, Joey. So we have 12 teams remaining that are undefeated here. So a big question is, which teams do you see going through and being undefeated, making it into the college football playoff?
Clemson. Their defense is unstoppable. LSU, Leonard Fournette. I'm not just picking all Tigers, but Baylor's could be a tough team to beat. Michigan State's doing good, surviving. And Iowa's defense is pretty good, you know. So, and Baylor's doing good, and Ohio State is just...
We got Landon here with us and stuff. Landon, any teams that you see that could wind up undefeated and stuff as well?
Yeah, I see LSU becoming undefeated as well. TCU, I think they're gonna become undefeated, and Baylor.
Baylor.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be tough to see how this ends up.
Wait.
I know what you're gonna say.
You say Baylor, TCU.
Baylor and TCU.
You know one of them's gonna lose.
Well, of course one of them's gonna lose.
Well, yes.
But either one of them could end up being undefeated.
Yeah.
I think is what he's saying.
Yeah. But that's cheating.
It's not cheating. It's not cheating. So the way you see it is, Joey, from what you said, Michigan State could survive.
Yeah.
Making it through the Big Ten championship. You said Clemson could survive, going through the ACC championship, making it in. I didn't hear a Pac-12 team in there.
No, because there's not one undefeated team in the Pac-12 right now.
Right.
They all have losses, but Stanford doesn't have a loss in the Pac-12.
Wow.
They have a loss against Northwestern the first week.
Okay.
So they're undefeated in the Pac-12, but not undefeated.
All right, so Big Ten, Big 12, ACC, and the SEC, the only conferences that have undefeated teams.
And American Conference.
And Notre Dame. I'm sorry, American Conference. Oh, that's right.
Temple, Houston, Memphis. I think that's it. Is that it?
I think that is it.
Toledo.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll see how this shakes up. But some very interesting points you made, both of you guys, on who you think who could be undefeated. Okay, so RooSports is not just dedicated to college football, although that's the time frame in which the show is in, but one of the biggest weeks is coming up, and it's the start of the NBA season.
Yes,
and so RooSports is going to discuss the upcoming NBA season, the 2015 season. So, Joey, just, last year I thought it was really interesting that you predicted Steph Curry would win the MVP
in July.
In July of 2014.
Yeah.
You even posted on Twitter.
I mean,
you can go look at his Twitter.
Joey Ross 8.
Joey Ross 8. And you will see that Joey Ross predicted Steph Curry would win the MVP. Turns out he got it right. So, do you think you have some of that magic this year? I mean, which person, which team, or which player do you think could win the MVP?
I'm saying, I'm kind of in a between with James Harden and Anthony Davis, but I'm gonna give the edge to Anthony Davis. He's got it's just him. He's gonna have all-stars like James Harden. James Harden's got Ty Lawson, Dwight Howard, and Trevor Ariza.
Mm-hmm.
But Anthony Davis has got all these guys that are not very good. I mean, not really. I mean, they're decent enough, but they're not all-stars. So he's playing on his own. He's leading his team to victory, and he could be my MVP this year. That's
a good point, Joey. Hey, Landon. So do you have a player in the NBA that you project you could see making it and becoming the MVP?
I actually think Russell Westbrook has a chance of winning the MVP. I know Anthony Davis will do good, but Russell Westbrook, he's played with MVP Kevin Durant, and yeah.
That's a possibility. That could happen. I like both of your selections, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see the NBA season start. Also, some top teams that you think will come out of the West and the East. Let's start with the West real quick. What teams do you see are going to be the real powerhouses in the Western Conference?
Go with the Los Angeles Clippers. They have all these guys. They have Blake Griffin, Chris Paul, DeAndre Jordan, Paul Pierce, Lance Stevenson, J.J. Redick, and more. Josh Smith. I'm saying all these, there's 7 guys there, and I'm telling you that team is going to be tough to stop.
It will be tough. Anybody else in the West?
Spurs, and they added on LaMarcus Aldridge and David West. They lost Trevor Splitter, but no fear, they got Aldridge and West there to help them out there.
Definitely got a very good roster awaiting them this season. On the East, on the Eastern Conference, who do you like?
I got the Cleveland Cavaliers. They have LeBron, Kyrie, Kevin Love. They have all these all-stars, and I think they'll be tough to stop.
Think they can reach the conference champion or the
finals again?
Finals again?
Yeah, I think so.
It could happen.
And I want to say the Heat added some players, with Stoudemire, Joe Green. They have the Dwayne Wade. They have all these guys that are gonna grow and win.
Anything's possible.
Mm-hmm.
Landon, you got any teams that you like on the western or eastern side?
Yeah, as he said, Los Angeles Clippers. I'm gonna go with Warriors again because not just because they won the finals, but they have a pretty good team with the Splash Brothers, Iguodala, and lots more.
All right, should be an interesting season. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and let's move on to our college football picks for Week 9. We are in Week 9. Hard to believe. It's kind of sad in a way too. I mean, this season is just flying by, as does the college football season every year. So we will start off with some Thursday night games to kick off, and we're going to start off with North Carolina taking on number 23 Pittsburgh. Joey, what do you think on this matchup?
I'm gonna go with Pitt here. They beat Georgia Tech, surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think Pitt can, they're at home. They got that night game, so I think they beat North Carolina at home.
Okay, Landon, what do you think?
I think North Carolina will win this game because that's all.
All right, I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh on this game. I think Pittsburgh playing pretty good this year. Got the one loss against them. North Carolina's got the one loss against them. I think home field advantage will help Pittsburgh in this situation. All right, Thursday night game, Big 12 matchup. West Virginia 3-3 taking on the Horned Frogs in Fort Worth. The number 5 team. Do you think they're gonna get a scare from the Mountaineers, Joey?
No, I think TCU. TCU blows them out.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay. Landon, what do you think about West Virginia and TCU this week?
Same TCU. Yeah, they're playing great this season. Yeah, they're gonna win.
All right, TCU definitely. They're just offensively scary sometimes. Mountaineers do have a few losses against them, but I like TCU in this one as well. Another Thursday night matchup where we have Oregon, who's now 4-3, taking on Arizona State, who's also 4-3. Pac-12 matchup in the desert. Landon, what do you think about Oregon? Oregon's struggled this year a little bit. 4-3, some tough losses. How do you think about this matchup?
I think Oregon will win, even though they're not doing as well as they did the past year. But I think they'll come up with a win.
Okay, what do you think, Joey?
I don't agree with him. I think Arizona State's gonna beat them because they have that good quarterback. They have it all together. I think they beat Oregon because Oregon doesn't have that good of uniforms.
It's all about the look here on this one. All right. Joey likes the Sun Devils. Landon likes the Ducks. For some reason, I like the Ducks in this situation. Even though I think the Sun Devils are playing really good, I think Oregon may just be hungry enough to fight back and try to get something happening to kind of redeem this horrible season they've had. So I'm going with the Ducks. Okay, so on to some Saturday games. We got a few here. Number 19, Ole Miss taking on Auburn. Joey?
I'm going with the upset. Auburn. I think Auburn's going to win because Auburn played in that 4 overtime game against Arkansas, lost. So I think they bounced back, and I think they beat Ole Miss at home.
Okay, that's it. That's a great point. Landon, what do you think about Ole Miss and then Auburn?
Yes, I'm with him. Auburn is going to win. Ole Miss, they're number 19, but they lost against Memphis, so yeah.
They did. But they did play really, really well this past weekend against Texas A&M. Auburn.
Auburn.
I think they fought in that whole overtime, those overtime periods to really sink in a win and stuff. That just, I don't know, Joey.
Some of their losses are just, some of them are like,
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with Ole Miss on this, even though I like your points and stuff. I like Ole Miss. I think they'll try to capitalize on this road win. All right, coming up we have a Pac-12 matchup where we have USC taking on Cal. Joey, what do you think? What do you feel about this one?
I'm going with USC here. They beat the number 3 team, as I said. Cal struggled against UCLA Thursday night. I just think USC beats Cal in this one.
Okay. What do you think, Landon?
I think Cal's gonna win.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting pick. At home, I like both of you guys. I mean, you guys are saying some good stuff here, but I like USC.
Your face.
Man, ever since they've lost their head coach last week against the number 3 team at home, they really just took it to the Utah, and so I think USC just keeps this momentum going into this week. All right, number 3 Clemson taking on North Carolina State. Landon, what do you think about this? Number 3 Clemson. This is probably one of the highest ranking moments for them, going on the road against a 5-2 North Carolina State team.
I think Clemson's gonna win, man. They're undefeated. Even though they're away or home. I don't know if they're away or home.
They're away.
They're away. Then yeah, they're gonna still win.
All right, Joey.
I'm going Clemson here. They like as you said, if they're home or not, doesn't matter. They're creaming their team. They won 58-0 against Miami.
That's right.
Miami.
In Miami
So
too.
they won't have a problem with this, I don't think.
I don't think Clemson has a problem as well, Joey. And I think Clemson takes care of business this weekend, holds on to that number 3 spot. Okay, we'll go to some SEC matchups real quick and look at Georgia, who is 5-2, taking on number 11 Florida. What do you think about this matchup,
I'm
Joey?
gonna go with Florida here. They've been good. They lost to LSU by 7 after that last second Hail Mary when it didn't come together. I just think Florida just crushes Georgia in Gainesville.
Okay, what do you think, Landon?
I think Florida's gonna win.
All right, I like Florida in this one as well. Both were playing. Both didn't play last week. Is that correct? Wait, Georgia played last week.
I don't know.
I can't remember. I remember Florida playing last
I don't
week.
think
So
Georgia played either.
all right, so maybe Florida on this bye week has opportunity to gear up for this game. All right,
There you go.
Big 12 matchup. Number 12 Oklahoma State taking on Texas Tech in Lubbock. Landon, what do you think about this matchup?
I think Texas Tech is gonna win this game. They fought against OU, even though they lost. They came out with some points. OSU, they played Kansas last week, so and Kansas isn't good. So yeah, I think Tech is gonna come up for the win.
Okay, Joey.
I think OSU is gonna beat them really bad because Texas Tech has kind of struggled a few weeks. They struggled as well against Kansas. Mm-hmm. So I think OSU destroys Texas Tech in Lubbock.
Texas Tech 4 interceptions last week against the Sooners. Definitely not playing as well as we thought that this team would be.
They threw 4 picks.
4 picks.
And Zach Sanchez was not even in that game.
That's true.
That's
so if Texas Tech does not get their offense back on track, I think that the Cowboys will. My pick is the Cowboys because I don't think Texas Tech will be able to handle the Cowboys team this weekend in Lubbock. All right, over to the Big Ten. Number 15, Michigan takes on Minnesota. What do you think about this matchup, Joey?
I'm gonna go with the upset here. Minnesota. I think Minnesota can beat Michigan. I think Minnesota can bounce back after them tough losses. I think they scare Michigan and upset them.
Interesting.
In their home.
All right, Landon, what do you think? Michigan.
I think Michigan's gonna win this game against Minnesota.
All right, I like Michigan as well in this one. Joey going for the upset in this matchup. Hey, you never know, it could happen. We'll see. All right, over to the ACC. Miami, struggling Miami Hurricane team taking on number 22 Duke. 6-1 Duke. What do you think, Joey?
I'm going to go with Duke here. I think Miami did not look impressive against Clemson. I just think Duke rips them off. They're just going to destroy them.
Okay. What do you think, Landon?
I think Duke's going to win. They're playing good this year. Miami, as Joey said, they lost against Clemson at home. And, yeah, I think Duke can come out with the win.
Okay. Miami not having any favors helping them out on the home field, on the road against Duke. I don't think it's going to help them as well either. I like Duke in this matchup. SEC matchup, Joey, where you have Tennessee taking on Kentucky. Both of these teams really on the ropes. Yeah, it's hard to tell what kind of teams we're going to see this weekend. What do you feel about this matchup?
I'm going to go with Kentucky here. I think Tennessee has kind of struggled. They lost to Arkansas. I think Kentucky can bounce back. I mean, Kentucky, they beat Auburn, but I think they bounced back off that Mississippi loss, and I think Kentucky comes out with the win here.
All right. Good points. What do you think, Landon?
I think Tennessee's going to win this game.
Really? Tennessee on the road at Kentucky is going to win this game.
Yes. Even though they're on the road, I believe
I think
they have a chance.
On the map, on the state map, Kentucky's higher than Tennessee, so that's going to win.
Well, if you put it sideways, it's kind of even. But,
yeah,
but if you turn it upside down,
that just doesn't make any sense.
Higher.
That doesn't make any sense.
All right. Well, I like Landon's pick. I think Tennessee will take advantage and beat Kentucky this weekend. Okay. Pac-12 matchup where Washington State, who is 5-2, hosts number 8 Stanford, 6-1. Landon, what do you think about this matchup?
I think Stanford's gonna win this game. They've been playing okay this season, but they're number 8, so yeah, I think Stanford's gonna win.
All right, Joey.
This is a hard pick for me.
I knew it was gonna be a hard pick for you. I mean, when we looked over these, I thought this was gonna be tough for you.
I'm gonna go the upset here. Washington State. I think Washington State beats Stanford because Washington State has taken out Oregon and Arizona. That's big for me. And I think Mike Leach can get his team together, motivate them. I think they can upset Stanford in their home.
All right, that's a good point. Stanford been running the ball a lot, really well this year.
Insane passing.
Do what?
And doing some insane passing and catching.
And some crazy trick plays and catching the ball and stuff. I like Stanford in this one. I think Stanford just pounds the ball, gets the run game going, and takes advantage of Washington State this weekend. All right, another Pac-12 matchup, Joey. We have Arizona taking on Washington.
I'm going to go with Washington here. Arizona lost to Washington State. Washington had beaten USC, who USC beat Utah. But I think Washington can beat Arizona.
Okay. What do you think, Landon?
I think Washington's going to win as well.
Okay. But you picked Arizona.
I picked Washington.
Washington. Just say it. Huskies. All right. Our last matchup. This is going to be an interesting matchup. Number 9, Notre Dame, visiting the Owls. Temple, number 21 Temple, who is 7-0 for the first time in school history. Okay, Landon, I want to ask you this. Can Temple retain that undefeated streak against the Irish?
I think Temple can. I mean, they're the first time in school history they're undefeated.
Yeah.
They're gonna want to redeem it. They're gonna fight for it as they did in the other game. So yeah, Temple.
Okay, what do you think?
This is another hard one. I'm gonna go with Temple here as well.
Really?
Upset. They're at home. It's prime time. Temple they beat Penn State in a long time. They said they didn't beat Penn State since like 1941. So if they do that, I think they can do something special this year, and I think they knock off Notre Dame.
All right. Interesting points, guys. I like Notre Dame in this one. I think Notre Dame is on the verge of making it into the college football playoff. Brian Kelly and his squad is going to get everything they need together to make sure that they keep this dream alive for them. And I think this is the moment they need to take and capitalize on in order to push their momentum into the playoffs. Okay, so we got a challenge. Joey's got a challenge he issued last week. If you go against one of his picks, just pick any one of his picks. Comment below, or you can hit us up on the Facebook or Twitter and just let us know what one pick that you disagree with Joey on. And if your pick wins, we're going to enter you in for a drawing for a free $20 gift card to Chick-fil-A. Last week, our good friend Taylor Fields, our family friend, had picked Utah and Texas A&M. He mentioned that on our Facebook page, and unfortunately, USC and Ole Miss won those games. However, we were ready to give him that $20 gift card had Utah or Texas A&M won that game. However, both of those teams lost. So we're issuing the challenge. Joey's got that challenge for you guys. Just one pick, any one of his picks from this past week, and just comment below which one you think he's wrong on. And if that team that you pick wins, then you'll be entered in a drawing. And we will draw it next week. And we will let you know who wins the $20 gift card to Chick-fil-A.
I want to say something.
Okay.
Be careful if you want to debate me, because you might get it wrong.
All right.
Yeah.
He just that challenge. You were 11-3 this past week.
Yeah, 11-3.
Did we talk about that?
Oh.
Our picks from last week?
No.
What we were?
No.
We didn't even talk about that. Well, I mean, Joey was 11-3 on his picks last week. He missed the Nebraska game,
The Florida State
the
game.
Florida State game,
and
and
the Northwest. The Rutgers game.
the Rutgers game. Yeah, he had Rutgers upsetting Ohio State. Not bad. I mean, 11-3 is pretty good for 14 games picked. But yeah, if you have a game that you think that he's just you don't agree with him, comment below and you'll be entered in the drawing if your team wins. Not a bad challenge. Okay.
Yep. Alright, and if you want to send us questions, please do at RooSports8@gmail.com, or just look us and find us at on Facebook or Twitter, and we'll be happy to answer them for you. So yeah,
Okay. Also, we want to do a shout out real quick to Dirt Woodworks. Joe and Bailey Rodriguez create these wooden signs in the shape of Oklahoma or other states, whichever state or whichever design you want. But they have a Facebook page. It's called Dirt Woodworks, and you can find it and you can look and view all kinds of different designs that they have, and you can contact them and they can customize your own kind of wooden sign that you'd like with anything on it. They have OU, OSU designs if you want as a wedding gift or just as a family gift. They do all kinds of great things with these wooden signs, and they are just doing some incredible designs and some beautiful wood works, and they'd love to help you guys out with whatever needs you might have, and like a gift or something like that. So contact them, look on their Facebook page, and you can kind of see some of their designs and gives you some ideas and stuff. But Dirt Woodworks on Facebook. Joe and Bailey Rodriguez, they just do a wonderful job, and so I want to shout out to them. All right.
I'm Joey Ross.
I'm Toby Ross.
I'm Lennon Ross.
And this has been RooSports, and we'll see you next time.
Go check